Drazzy and Svenogen and Jax Maru. Thank you guys. Thank you. Also, Kudrit, subbing over on YouTube. Thanks, Kudrit. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the YouTube sub. No, DD is not private. No. DD is on your world, and although we have 5 servers on this world, I think there's 25 servers on this world that are not under our umbrella. So, and even the servers under our umbrella, there's no, like, rules we have against not PvP or anything. So, yeah. Kind of where we are right now. Skill Up just released an hour and 45-minute video on Expedition 33. Like a normal, is it like his normal review of it, or is it a special kind of video? Ooh, there's a blow right in front of us. Glynix says, never again am I going to farm spice in a burst. It's scary. I agree. Dude, Kleinix, we were talking about that recently. I went and farmed spice in one of the blooms. No, dude, there's nothing good about doing that. It's just scary and dangerous. You don't get more for doing it. There's no benefit. So, yeah, dude, it's maybe they should change that. Hey, Cohh the Swordsman with a 10 sub bomb on YouTube. Thank you, dude. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that, man. Thanks, Cohh. Okay, a little light on ships for now, but that's all right. That's okay. Hey, Cohh, can you give me a quick rundown of what this game has to offer? Sure. So, first of all, thanks for the super chat, Lucky. This game is a survival sandbox game at heart, but it does have a very developed, like single-player quest line and side questing system. It's got a pretty deep customization system in terms of builds. The combat system and endgame is rough. It's really rough, but it's also mostly PvP based. I've been playing this game over 100 hours and not done almost any PvP on my private server, and I'm having a great time. But there is this whole other side of the game of participating in the PvP and all of that, and it is rough, especially on public servers. So that's kind of where we are right now. Yeah. Overall, I'm absolutely loving it. But the game is definitely it is in a state of problematic construction currently. Yep. Especially for the end game. The part honestly that the more I think about it, the more kind of frustrated I'm getting is they have such a good game here as a PvP game with optional, no, excuse me, they have a great game here as a PvE game with optional PvP mechanics. And if they were to go that route with it, I think there's no question this could be and would be a wild success. But the problem, and the thing that's so confusing to me, especially as somebody who's working on games right now, is that there's absolutely no question that the worst part of this game is the PvP and the combat. And every time the devs open their mouths on this stuff, they stress how they want the endgame to be all about the PvP and the combat. And the part that's so wild to me about that is it's just like, why are you trying to like shoehorn in the worst part of your game when there's so many other incredibly cool parts of the game? Like, I just don't understand why they're trying to shine that spotlight on it so much. Like, sure, make PvP a part of your game. Make it a fundamental part of the end game. But like, I like that they're sticking to their vision, and I do think they need to develop their vision. But I am starting to get more and more concerned that they're going to scare people away because they're trying to stick to it too much, if that makes sense. This is what we talked about last night a lot, where, you know, a lot of people just don't want to play this game because they heard the end game is PvP and they don't want a PvP. But yeah, I just, the two options here are they either need to shift the focus away from the PvP a bit or make the PvP awesome. So it's like one of those has to give if they want this to be successful long term. They can't keep telling people that it's going to be an awesome endgame PvP experience when the PvP is not great. Can't keep doing that. So they either got to make the PvP great, or or just change the focus a bit, man. Also, my suspensor belt just broke. GG. Oh my god, I'm stuck here. I live here now. Where I live. I live in here. Yep, this is it. Well, been a good run, chat. Cohh is so picky. I don't think I'm being picky at all. I just want this game to succeed, dude. And I'm a little concerned currently that I'm a little concerned about the writing on the wall. I'm a little I keep going to the Reddit of this game, and I just read story after story of these people with 70 hours in the game that are trying their damnedest just to enjoy it, and they have to go to the deep desert to farm, and they keep getting griefed over and over and over, and by their 4th lost ornithopter, they're like, damn it, I just want to have fun, but I can't play this game anymore, and that sucks. That sucks. Like, because they're 100% accurate. They're playing on a server with griefers, they can't build anymore because they want to do T7, T6 stuff, and every time they go to the deep desert, they just get hunted down and killed. So it's like, that sucks, dude. That's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. That needs to be addressed. That needs to be addressed. That is not, like, yeah, have PvP be the end game, have it be centric on that, but you can't have that kind of situation be happening all the time. That's not okay. So, Cohh, if you're in the DD right now, you've spent plus 100 hours and the game's not even been out for 2 weeks. That is a luxury problem to have. You say that, but there are, oh, first of all, dang, Oscar just gifting 50 subs on, oh, this is all 50 subs on there. Thank you so much, man. So the thing is, though, is there are people out there that have played far more than I have. And there's also people playing in groups that are going far faster than I am, or even small groups. So that I don't really think that. Uh-oh. I don't really know if that applies here, to be honest. Uh-oh. Is this guy gonna shoot at me? Oh, yeah, this is. Hey, I'm good. I'm leaving. It's already looted, though. But you're welcome to it. I'm friendly. Don't worry. I'm friendly. I don't even have any rocket pods, man. You're good. Mm-hmm. Oh, Rithgor says, is Cohh at the G8 wreck? Yes, that's me. Okay, so that's Rithgor. Awesome. Okay, great. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Thank you, Oscar, for the 50 sub bomb on YouTube. Really appreciate that, man. That's like one of the biggest bombs we've gotten on there. Thank you. Thank you very much. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all I know is that I really hope that they figure this out. But currently it is the best I can say is, from everything I'm seeing, the current state of things is not okay. the endgame PvP community, the PvEers, like, everyone's a little not okay with the situation right now and is kind of like waiting on Funcom to change it. So it's going to be interesting to see how they go about this. I feel like something's got to give, and I really hope the thing that gives is not the PvE players leaving this game mass exodus, because that is absolutely an option that could absolutely happen, where the PvEers just say, screw it, I'm done, which is so unfortunate because this is one of the better PvE survival games that's ever been made. So it's like, cater to that audience, please. Don't make them leave. we want all those people here. The more people here, the better. It's one of the reasons I love Defiance, man. There was so much PvP in Defiance, but like it was all in mostly optional areas. Rift was the same way too. Like there's lots of great ways to have a very thorough PvP endgame and not have it completely destroy the PvE experience. It can be done. We can fix her. Oh man, all sorts of stuff in there, Shackleton. Yeah, dude. Oh yeah, all sorts of stuff they could do. Absolutely. Absolutely. Lots and lots of good ideas in there. Let's... I think, man, was that all that was on this island? I wanted to get more video, but there's a little bit more. The AMA didn't exactly inspire confidence. The thing about it's a little interesting. Like, I kind of go back and forth on this, to be honest. One part of me really likes that they're sticking to their vision, because I do feel that Once Human didn't, and that's one of the reasons I stopped playing Once Human. So I like that they're sticking to their vision, but I don't know. Like, I feel the more I play it, the more I'm like, but there does need to be a little bit of give. There needs to be some give somewhere. But yeah, it's tough. If the vision is bad, it's bad. Well, the thing is the vision is not bad. The issue is that there's not mechanics in the game to support the vision currently. The vision is good, but the game is not set up for the vision that they want. And they have for it right now. So that's a problem. Yeah, but the vision's cool. Like the vision is, it's a good idea. If it worked, it'd be interesting. It's just not working. So, and there's not enough stuff in the game to kind of keep players wanting to engage with it. What's their vision? Their vision is kind of like what you see in when we saw when they introduced the Deep Desert. The vision is people who want to PvP, forming up in groups and having awesome battles over limited resources. That's the vision. The vision is Dune is a brutal, dark place, and the Deep Desert is a brutal, dark area, and it's risky to go in, and you feel like you're playing Tarkov, and it's like that tension extraction feel, right? Like where it's just everything is serious and you have to pay attention. Now, that's a cool idea. That's a cool idea. But the problem is that that's a very unique feeling you're eliciting from a person. Like, that causes people actual stress to be in that situation. And the problem with that is that the other half of the game doesn't elicit that reaction. The other half of the game can be like this chill, almost single-player RPG building game. So I think what's happening is a lot of players are playing one game and then getting to the Deep Desert, and then all of a sudden their game changes. All of a sudden the game they were playing is not the game they were playing. Their gameplay loop is now different. And a lot of players are not going to like that. A lot of players are like, well shit, I was liking my chill base building game, but now it's like this stressful, I can lose resources even though I don't really want to participate in this, but I still want to do T6 kind of stuff. And that's a problem. What they've essentially done is they've put two different games in the same game, and they're going, you need to like both of these to enjoy the whole game. And that's a bit of a problem. That's a bit of a design problem, I'd say. Now here's the thing. There's real easy fixes to this, and that is getting the players that want what they want. And you can change the game to design that. You can make it so the PvE players can still get the T6 resources. They can do that. And they could do it in creative ways that mean they don't just go out and mine it. Maybe they have to interact with the PvPers in some different way. You know, like there's all sorts of things they can do. But I will say that, like, I think they're always going to have problems in this community if they try to shoehorn players that are playing the game for one reason into a different way to play the game when they don't want to do that. And somebody just said in chat, oh, boo-hoo, don't go to Deep Desert. That would be a totally fine thing to say if PvE players had options outside of the Deep Desert to get T6. If it was like, oh, you don't want a PvP? Don't go to the Deep Desert. Then I don't think you would hear a fraction of the problems you hear from the community right now. Because that's the thing. The vision, TM, is that the Deep Desert is mandatory. That is part of the vision currently. The vision is, if you want T6, you have to go into the PvP area. So Now, of course, theoretically, you could use the trade house, and there could be all sorts of things set up to where there's people that are mining in the game and then selling to the PvEers. There's all sorts of interesting things that could happen. But the problem is there's not really anything in the game to facilitate that. And the market is kind of clumsy and hard to use, so no one really uses it. So it's like things could happen, but they're not, and the game is not really facilitating those things occurring, if that makes sense. So maybe that's their solution to the answer, is putting in some kind of NPC trade house that lets people trade T6 resources to PvEers. Maybe that's the solution to this. And then it's like, cool, you don't want to go to the deep desert to PvP? Well, go keep farming in your PvE areas, sell that to vendors, and then buy the T6 resources from the PvPers. Maybe something like that's the option, the answer. But you know, we'll have to see what they come up with. But you got to come up with something, man. Too many unhappy folks right now getting to Endgame and being like, what's going on? So we'll see. Yeah, or just put. I don't know if putting T6 nodes in Haga Basin is the answer. I don't know if that's the answer. Like they'd really have to think about how they would want. Because here's the thing: the whole point of T6 resources is that they're different. You have to do different things to get T6 resources. So if they did make it so PvEers could get them without engaging in PvP, they'd have to come up with some creative challenge the PvEers would need to do. I don't know what that looks like. I'd have to really sit down and think about that. But I mean, they can do it, no question. Is this girl out here mining naked? Damn, look at her go. Good for you, girl. I like her. Great. Do we have patches coming? Yeah. Big patch in July. Mm-hmm. Here you go.
DD is not mandatory. Some of PvER figured out a nice workaround. It involves visiting other CHs. All spice blooms during the same time, so if you have low pop CHs on your world, you could go to them and mine that spice. A lot of my group does this, and it can give you stress-free access to T6 gear at CohhCarnage.
Huh. Okay. So wait, I'm a little confused here. So you're saying DD is not mandatory, but then went to tell us how you're abusing the low server system to go to the DD with less threat? Am I understanding that properly? Because did I understand that? Maybe I didn't understand that. Oh, you're talking about blooms in the basin. No, so the T6 I'm talking about is this. I'm not talking about spice. I'm talking about titanium and stravidium, which are only available in the deep desert. Yeah, so I wasn't talking about spice. And regardless, the spice in the deep desert is far more lucrative than the spice at home. Yeah, by like a huge amount. Factors of, 20, 30, 40x. Is this game pretty fun? Yeah. I swear people are following me around and harvesting my titanium. I will end you. The fury of 1,000 suns. Mm-hmm. The dude just landed, mined that rock, and left. Wow. I'm insulted. But you can get all T6 equipment, including vehicle stuff, at the Landsrad vendors. Yeah, but I mean, I don't really like the idea of the end game just buying items off vendors. No, man. That's I don't think that's the play. I don't think that's the play. Mm-mm. Cohh only tries to solve problems in games Cohh only tries this hard to solve problems in games he likes. That's very true. 100%. No, one of the reasons I've been talking so much about the problems about this game is because I really, really like this game. I would love this game to get a lot of updates and enhancements, and that's not going to happen if everyone leaves it because the game sucks. So, yeah. Like, no, I everything I say about this stuff is just in the vein of, like, let's make this game the best it can be, man. Especially after playing that main story. I want a lot more of that. Yep. I want a lot more than that. I need more. Sorry for asking, but I just got here. What's the biggest problem in your opinion? I'll keep it short because we just talked a lot about this, but the biggest problem by far is a design philosophy issue with the end game. I would argue that's even a bigger problem than the combat system. Because the combat system, I would argue, does have some design stuff, but it's primarily technical. But I think most people are being scared away from this game right now because there's a fundamental design philosophy disconnect with the way this game is meant to be played long term. Yep. And I think that's the biggest problem. I think they need to nail that down. Yep. Because there's so many great things in this game, and I want to see it all work well together, and I feel like it's not really complementing each other right now. Yeah. Creation says they basically have about 3 months maybe to find a solution, or you will have a ghost town. Well, there is a lot of content in this, even as it stands. And also, I gotta say this: there's another interesting thing to think about. Like, what's gonna happen when all the PvPers get bored, and then the deep desert just empties out, and then all the PvEers can just go get all the resources they want because all the PvPers quit. like there's other things that could happen here.
Sector weather alert.
Yeah.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
Uh-oh. So, well, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Yep. But we'll see. Now, the good news is that we know for a fact that the people at Funcom are doing their damnedest to figure out to get us what we want. And gamers, we are a very fickle group. So hopefully they will continue working and get something good to us. There's so many different ways they could go with it right now. They just kind of gotta pick one and do it live. Good thing gamers are patient and reasonable people. Oh yeah, man, it's so great we're like that.
Sector weather alert. A
At
large sandstorm
CohhCarnage,
is
you could
approaching.
said they are doing their best to awaken the potential of the game.
Get out of my channel. Thanks for being here, by the way. Sharbo says only 14% of Dune players on Steam have reached the Deep Desert, aka got the achievement for it. So there's gonna be a lot more people coming soon. That's true. That's true. Now I need you to tell me how many people are not playing this game because they heard about the Deep Desert. That number's a bit tougher, but it's a big number. It's a very big number, unfortunately. So, yeah. Oh, look, there's a couple in chat right now. I would say at least 3.5 people
Sector weather
in chat
alert.
right now are saying
a large
that.
sandstorm is
So
approaching.
that's my bigger concern. My bigger concern is how many people are going to pass up an awesome game because of this, like, very kind of forced endgame situation. So, yeah, like we're gonna see. Okay, so I'm sheltered. I think I'm gonna tell me this. Is it, if I'm sheltered but not enclosed, is that enough for a deep desert sandstorm? Or do I have to be actually enclosed? It is. Okay, cool. I'm still going to do some still tent to get some water, but right on. All right, we're going to chill for a sec. Draxus says, I play these types of games to get away from people.
Sector weather alert.
Yeah.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
Yeah. Here we go. What does this tent do? This tent protects you from the elements, and it also gives you a little bit of water hydration. It catches all of the water and stuff, so it hydrates you a bit. We just got to chill here until this storm is done. Looks like we're right on the outside of it. Wow, it's a big one. Woo, damn. D. Matlock says, just starting the game. This is also my first Twitch stream. Well, hello to you, friend. Welcome to Twitch, dude. Awesome. Dang. Oh, dude. I'm sorry, Rafflegon.
I'm 100 hours in on this. No
VI,
incentive
yes,
to continue. Think I just
please.
rolled a bad deep desert.
VA.
Full of gank squads. It's just boring, not good PvP at all.
Sorry, dude. Yeah, Next Manus. We were talking about that yesterday. Like, I have to say, I don't know what they were thinking at Funcom when they put this in. Like, all items are dropped and can be looted by anyone when defeated in the deep desert. Like, why? Why would you do this? Like, maybe after you fix the PvP, maybe after all that's done. But like, oh my god, man. Right now? No. It's such a mess. And the worst part, apparently there's some servers where like the PvP gankers are the ones that are in control. So they're thinking that next week they're just going to set it as that and then be even more control. And it's just like, oh, that's so bad. That is so bad, dude. It hurts. Funcom is more like Paincom when it comes to TT. Funcom is more like Paincom. Yeah. All the more reason to roll on Cohh servers. Hey, I got 4 servers for you if you want to come play in my Deep Desert. Feel free. You gotta have some tokens in the channel, but anytime games like this come out, we try to get a bunch of servers that you guys can play with us on. Yeah, I mean, you can see from my stream, when the Deep Desert doesn't suck, game's freaking awesome. Like, the Deep Desert on our world is fantastic. There's a little PvP here and there, but you know, most of the time people just kind of say hi to each other and keep doing their thing.
Have a drink together, buddy.
Like, if anything, this feels more immersive than I feel like a gank fest, you know? Because, like, this feels like everyone just kind of living their life. Everyone's just out doing their thing in this area. We could kill each other, but we don't. And that's awesome. Like, I really like that, actually. Being scared of PvP, lol. Dude, they make you scared of PvP in this game. You kidding me? It sucks. If you die in the deep desert, if your ornithopter gets shot down, you can't leave the deep desert without losing every single item on your character. The ships that you have to come out to the deep desert on are expensive, and you have to farm them. So yeah. Oh, I guess you can get a taxi ride home. That's true. You can get a taxi ride home. But if you are a solo player and somebody shoots your ornithopter down, and you respawn, then the only way you can leave is in a vehicle or by respawning in Haga Basin. And if you respawn in Haga Basin, you lose all of your gear on you from Deep Desert. All of it. That's not true? It is true. That's 100% true. Have you done it? Oh, chat is saying there are NPC taxis. I've not seen those. Where are NPC taxis here? That's actually awesome. Where are they? They're in the A sectors? But like where in the A sectors? Are there bases? I haven't even seen a base. A8, 2, 5, and 8. Awesome. I had no idea about that. Okay, well that's good news. So I could have spawned in A and then ran on foot in the safe zone. I actually want to go look for this. I want to go see this base real quick. Okay, they're little tents with pilots. Awesome. Okay. No, but for the record, yeah, so what happened is I was flying through the deep desert yesterday, and I dropped. I quit. And when I came back in,
good show.
My ship was gone. So it was gone. Known bug. So the only options I had were to respawn in Haga Basin or respawn in Deep Desert. So somebody in chat suggested at that point, they said, hey, why don't you respawn in Haga Basin? Because I was watching this other streamer and the same thing happened to him. And when he went back to Haga Basin, it just popped up next to him. And I said, oh, okay. So I clicked Haga Basin and I clicked respawn, and literally a message came up that said, warning, if you respawn in Haga Basin from the Deep Desert, you lose all your gear. So I didn't do it, obviously, because I didn't want to lose all my gear. But that is what happened. Seek says, yeah, you got one guide then? What do you mean I got one guide? I just told you I did that myself. Did I one guy myself? Am I the one guy saying that to me? What? Is this like some kind of cyclical, recursive one guy situation? I wonder if that guy actually said one guide and he doesn't actually know what one guide means. He's just heard it on Twitch a bunch of times and assumed that it sounded good. I don't know. Co-on-co violence. That's right. That's right. Guyception. Thank you, Anon, buying one of the Fenrir plushies off the store. Really appreciate it. Also, Geneva the Kitty and Psychotic, both with the 5 bombs. Thank you, guys. I respawned to Haga from DD and lost all of my gear except my backup tool. Luckily, I had my copter in there, and that was saved. So wait a second. The part that's so sad about that is you're saying if you respawned with your ornithopter in the backup, couldn't you have just taken your ornithopter out and flown out without respawning and losing all your gear? That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Oh, Snikata says, I died to a sandstorm. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I haven't died to a sandstorm out here yet. I think we've been lucky on that regard. Yeah. I think you meant you were one guide by the person telling you to respawn? Oh, no. Well, but I mean, I wasn't able to confirm the... Anyway, it doesn't matter. We've moved on. Still wouldn't make sense, but that's okay. Trackstar with a 5 bomb. Thank you. Thank you.
Somebody looks a bit fancy.
I mean, we could really get into this if you want to, but we don't need to. Ooh. Do I have any room? Nah. We'll come back for spice in a little bit. Does losing your gear mean it gets dropped where you died, or is it just deleted? I don't know in the deep desert. I would assume if you well, actually... If you die in the deep desert and respawn in Haga Basin, does all of your gear drop where you died? I don't know. I don't know. Yep, not sure. Oh, some people in chat are saying it is deleted. Same as Worm, deleted. Okay. Now, I'm assuming if you die to a PvP, that's different. Obviously.
Good show.
But yeah. Zenkiro, thank you for the 10. Really appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. Mm-hmm. How much spice do you need? Yes. Rated. Thanks, buddy. Great. Flying in the deep desert back to base feels like being in the cozy stream. Yeah, dude, I honestly, the best mechanic I can parallel the flying in this game to is sailing in Valheim. Feels exactly the same way, man. I love it. Yep. It's very chill. It's very chill, but at the same time, you kind of always got to keep an ear on it. In Valheim, you always got to look out for the, storms and wind and stuff like that. In this game, you're constantly touching the gliding, and then on top of that, in the PvP zone, you're constantly listening for ornithopter blades. So, yeah. Is it possible to move your character to a new server? Not yet. No, they don't. I don't know if they've officially announced it coming, but they have announced that it's not here now. Like, I don't know if they've announced if it's actually going to happen, but they have said that there's no plans right now. Mm-hmm. And cheeky. Oh. We got an operation going out. Wait. Why would a carry-all go out with no vehicle? I mean, you think to pick one up, but there can't already be a vehicle out there, right? Maybe a recovery mission. Oh. Oh, Andrew said we're making it closer to the spice. Cool. Okay. Very cool. You guys assemble it out there. Oh, does the carry-all go significantly slower when it's carrying something? It's faster to move the carrier when it can glide. Oh, interesting. Cool. Okay, nice. Very fun. Hey, good luck out there, guys. Oh, so it can't glide at all when it's carrying stuff. Dude, how long does it take to get a full carry-all back to... Like, how fast does that move? Oh, God. That would take so... Yes, is the answer. Oh, wait. Oh, it flies at 108? That's not too bad. Wow, it flies faster than these, huh? This only flies at, like, 90. Interesting. Okay. All right, let's go chungus all of this in. Fantastic. Elder Soul.
Have you by chance talked with the other guys in DF about Peak? I've seen some gameplay of it and it basically looks like Lethal Company X Juicent. Would love to see you guys tackle climbing and working together.
Maybe. I don't think we have any plans right now, but it'll be fun. I appreciate it, dude. By the way, something I've noticed is kind of awesome. If you're like me and you like to fly around this map and not use track all the time, you see these rings? If you're ever flying around and you see these rings, these concentric circles are around central points. So if you ever see one of them, you know there's something right that way because they always go down to wherever the location is. So it makes finding these things really easy. Kind of nice. I didn't know to look for those the first few times I ran through here. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Cool. Hey, we got a neighbor. Howdy, neighbor. Ooh. Wait, what? Yo. Cool. Like a natural garage over there. I dig it. It's nice. Oh God. Oh God. Have we done a base tour? No. No, not yet. Not done with it. We've got a lot more to go. Check north to the bit. We also have a cave hanger. Okay. Oh my God. Stuff is so heavy. I love it. Any more stravidium? Don't have quite enough. Oh, did we get the stuff off the? Yeah, we did. Nice. 243 going in. Great. Okay. Perfect. That's chugging along. Thank you, Tech Knives. Appreciate it, bud. Thank you, thank you. Great. You know what? Just in case, I'm gonna put another one of these up. Boom. Beautiful. How much power does your base consume? Pretty good amount right now, to be honest. Yeah, what are we up to now? 3177 currently. That is a titty bit. How did you get that base with just you? Well, I've been playing over 100 hours. Yeah. That's a big part of it. It's not done, too. I haven't even started the building on that side. Time for Cohh to build a Dyson sphere for energy. That'd be nice, right? I'd take it. I'd take it. Okay. Go ahead and remake you. Great. Much better. Oh my God. Feels good, man. Feels good. Hey, have a good one, Lemon. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Why does Cohh have a water tank sitting in the middle of his garage? Oh, because I had to move it when we put down this absolute chungus of a thing over here. Yep. It used to be in this corner over here. But good God, that thing is... And actually, no, we can fit it back. Look at that. Oh, perfect. Yeah, this thing is so large. It is kind of obscene. So, that's a bit of a thing. Okay. This is the new large ore refinery. We've been working towards this for a long time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let all this chungus out, and I am going to go get some lunch. Now, Barry is out until Monday, and that also means, unfortunately, that our replay system is out. So today, I'm actually going to be leaving and coming back. I'm going out to lunch, and I'll come back after lunch. So no rerun today. I'm sorry. Yeah, but I will be back in a little bit. We've got a long afternoon stream coming up, so I very much hope to see you here. Should be very fun, and I will see all of you then. So as always, thanks for being here. Have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are on the globe. I should be back in about an hour or so, probably around like 12:31, and we will go from there. Back soon. Be well. Thanks. Bye-bye. And before I go, the big three. Coffee at cohh.tv/coffee. Don't order it if the shipping sucks, but it's great for some of you and it's delicious. 2, my game that I'm advising on, War Torn, is now live on Steam. Check it out. It's like Myth the Fallen Lords from back in the day, but with a roguelite. It's awesome. And finally, the Fenrir plushie is at cohh.tv/store. Okay, have a good one. Bye-bye.